From killing through walls or secret exotic perks, here are 13 Destiny 2 things that you might not know. Legend of Acrius has a movement penalty, at least according to Bungie. In the last TWAB, they mentioned they will be removing this penalty, but at least in our testing, there doesn't seem to be a penalty. Out of curiosity though, we did test the bonus on the lightweight weapons, as well as the Mida multi-tool, and interestingly, Mida grants an even bigger movement bonus than the lightweight perk alone. With more testing, we found that 2 exotics had hidden movement perks. Transversive steps grant an increase in crouch movement speed, just like you were running the Fragment Echo of Dilation, and the Luminarch is secretly a lightweight weapon. Worth knowing next time you equip either of these exotics. Stop shooting gunpowder gamble grenades. They are apparently living entities. Why? Because targeting exotics like Tiku's Divination and Foe Tracers will target them. Still not convinced? Equipping everyone's favorite yardstick, the Darcy, we can get a readout of data on entities such as their health, shields, power level, and of course, distance. Sure enough, targeting one of these grenades triggers the perk, but it doesn't give us any info on anything other than just their distance. Even stranger is that this odd targeting behavior has existed since the beta with the Slova Bomb Seekers. Pretty weird. This one is a quick one for new players. Pressing ADS when you are crouched behind cover will allow you to peek over it. You need to be close enough to the cover so that you're basically pushing your gun into it, and obviously it needs to be about head level while you're crouched. This will also work with Titan's Rally Barricade. It's a good thing to remember if you need to do a bit of peek shotting to keep yourself safe. When was the last time you did a trick on your Sparrow? Well, besides looking stylish, when you do press the emote button while airborne on your rocket-propelled steed, you will get a bit of thruster energy back. This can be helpful the next time you're in a dungeon or raid that uses your Sparrow, as pressing the thruster button again while you're boosting gives you a slight boost of speed, so you can get a bit of an infinite loop of thruster energy going, assuming you've got some ramps to do tricks off of. If you are a veteran, you have seen this one for sure, but in case you never knew, you can overlap the hard light emotes that have that sort of neon effect that your player interacts with normal non-hard light emotes. It's kind of fun to do if you want to mix up your taunts with something that you normally can't do. Is an enemy warlock spamming Bleakwatcher turrets at you? Swap to a kill clip weapon, because as odd as it sounds, these icy turrets can trigger kill clip style effects, but not any other kill based effects. We tried this with Swashbuckler, Incandescence, Rampage, Harmony, and a few others, but no luck. Not even multi-kill clip works, which is a bit odd, but things like Ace of Spades Memento Mori triggers, Volt Shot triggers, and presumably any future weapon that has a single one and done type effect for a kill into a reload will also work. It will be interesting to see if this bug ever gets fixed because of how niche it is. Did you know you can reset the fuse of a lasting impressions rocket? Strangely, whenever you shoot a lasting impressions rocket, the timer on the rocket will reset, which might be able to save your life in a pinch. But what's even stranger is that a ricochet round weapon will fling the rocket off its perch and in the general direction of the stray bullet. And yes, before you ask, this can kill your teammates if they are supremely unlucky. Not all emotes are created equal, and I'm not just talking about their rarity. Some emotes have a unique stopping animation that triggers when you press the same emote button again. Nearly every seated emote can be re-triggered to stand back up, and others are built around that second button press. So next time you're shopping in the Eververse store, make sure you press the stopping animation button to test the emote to its fullest. Everyone knows matching a damage type to a shield does more damage and causes an explosion when it breaks. But if you are a newer player, you might not know that your kinetic weapon will deal bonus damage when shooting an unshielded combatant by about 10%. This gives you a reason to swap back to your kinetic weapon after breaking their shield for an even quicker cleanup, as that damage bonus is the freest thing you will ever see, especially on ads. Did you know that we have Christmas themed merch that is only available to the end of December? Sorry, that one doesn't count. I am really proud of how these turned out though. Anyway, in our last Spicy Clip video, we had 2 Thunder Crashing Titans go head to head, and one strangely survived with half health. Our comment section was filled with players giving theories as to what might have caused this, and as it turns out, most of them are myths. The truth is, having a higher FPS, as this commenter has said right here, will actually allow you to beat a lower FPS Titan every single time. Both Titans will trade when they're on unrestricted FPS, but as soon as we cap one of the Titans' FPS, they lose. Interestingly, when both players are capped, it becomes a coin toss. My best guess is that the tick that triggers the damage isn't registering right away, allowing for a missed frame or two of damage. But hey, if you ever do get into a Thunder Crash v Thunder Crash battle, it literally could be who had the better gaming chair to decide who wins, i.e., who had the better setup. I don't see players do this much, but these colorful balls that spawn in the tower can be pushed to certain spots to trigger fireworks and another new ball, eventually ending in a massive traveler ball with a bunch of even bigger fireworks. But in case you don't have the patience and you just like the massive traveler ball and the fireworks, you might not know that you can just pull out your ghost in these spots that are supposed to be their trigger points, and this will progress this little secret event. It's much easier than messing with the very finicky physics of these balls. Tick damage doesn't stack. Newer players might be confused when their Wither Horde or their Gathering Storm super isn't dealing extra damage on the second round. Different types of tick damage can stack, however. So one of my personal favorite combos of tick damage to stack is to use a one-shot Thanos Snap type combo using Necrotic Grips and the Incinerator Snap on a manually bound melee button into the ground. It will kill every single time, even if you have to wait a little bit. Khepri's Horn can kill players through walls. As strange as it may seem, this ugly Thrall pelvis might be an amazing pick on certain PvP maps. If a wall is thin enough that placing a barricade into it will peek it through to the other side, this will allow you to unleash the wave of destruction that comes with the Khepri's Horn. Here are a few of our favorite spots. Comment more secrets down below. Bless your faces, and deuces.